You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 2nd of September, 2025. It is 74 days after the summer solstice. It is 20 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 16th day of Fructidor, the day of the citron, the lemon. The sun rises today at 6:24 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:55 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:26 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 7:54 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:27 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 35 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase and is 73% full at midday. The full moon will arrive on Sunday, the 7th of September. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the middle of the night, low tide, 12:06 a.m., 21 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 6:15 a.m., 1 meter 16. Near midday, low tide, 12:17 p.m., 34 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 6:34 p.m., 1 meter 37. In our shared realm of plants and animals, among the prettiest seed pods are those of the European hornbeam tree. They are turning golden right now, so they are beginning to contrast with the still green leaves. They hang in bundles from the branches, strings of delicate samaras attached to a central filament. They look like decorative lanterns hanging in the trees. Hornbeams are not the most common of our street trees, but examples are dotted all across the neighborhood. It's a tree that deserves to be planted more widely. Commemorations. On this day in 1666, the Great Fire of London broke out in Pudding Lane. It burned for 3 days and destroyed 80% of the city, including Old St. Paul's Cathedral. On this day in 1752, Great Britain and its overseas possessions adopted the Gregorian calendar. New York City, which was then New Amsterdam and still under Dutch rule, was already on the Gregorian calendar. On this day in 1901, Theodore Roosevelt, who was then serving as vice president, gave a speech at the Minnesota State Fair entitled National Duties. In his speech, he portrayed Americans as a people with big ideas who were ready to act on them, and he said that when we as a nation make a mistake, as we do and have done, we are not afraid to dust ourselves off and right our course. These lines of his speech have entered our national lore. A good many of you are probably acquainted with the old proverb, "Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far." He added, "We use no words which we are not prepared to back up with deeds, and that while our speech is always moderate, we are ready and willing to make it good." On this day in 1902, the first science fiction film was released. It was written, directed, and produced by the Frenchman Georges Méliès, and it was entitled A Trip to the Moon, or Le Voyage dans la Lune. It recounts an imaginary journey to the moon undertaken by a group of astronomers from Earth. They encounter moon dwellers, an insect-like race called selenites. One famous still from the beginning of the film has entered the popular imagination. It shows the moon as a disk with a human face. A live actor was used, and the astronomer's capsule has lodged in his right eye. The man in the moon winces in pain. The Village Voice ranked A Trip to the Moon among the 100 greatest films of the 20th century. Finally, we wish a happy birthday to Keanu Reeves, born on this day in 1964. Happy birthday, Neo. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 2nd of September, 2025.